Welcome to week 7 in finance. And last week we talked about some principles of budgeting. So we talked about a few different methods for budgeting, and then we also looked at some best practices in budgeting. So budgets are something that you're going to see throughout your personal life and your career, pretty much no matter where you go. They're pretty common in sport and recreation organizations. So we all need to know how much money to budget for a program or a facility, or how much to charge for tickets. And so budgeting is a very common thing, and that was last week's material. So we also had a reaction assignment that was due this past week, and I'll be looking at that this week. This week in week 7, we're talking about debt and equity financing. So financing for bigger projects like stadiums, fields, that requires companies and organizations to go into debt. And that's fine. Debt isn't a bad thing. That debt is how we pay for big projects like building a new stadium or doing a field renovation or something like that. Debt is when we borrow money with interest to get that project done. And equity financing is when we borrow money in exchange for ownership shares to do a certain project. So we're looking at both of those methods of financing, either just straight up lending money or selling shares. So that's this week's lesson. And at the end of this week, you have a bigger assignment due. It's financial exercise number 2. It leans heavily on last week's material with budgeting. I'm asking you to make decisions on a program that you're running based on attendance that you expect, or your pricing philosophies and strategies, and it's available in the assignments folder in your left menu. So if you have questions, confusions, please call me or email me, and I will be happy to go over that with you. So have a good week, and I'll talk to you soon.